He buckled my ankles on that one as well. It doesn't matter whether you're actually on the field trying to chase him or you're just watching him play. This guy is sheer excitement.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
Now, look at this. 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. Jackson now off the bootleg. On the move to his left. He may try and run for this. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 20.
Now Gordon on 1st down. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
Carrier.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And now Jackson will look to throw it. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen.
Jackson's
only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
From the gun, Jackson. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Daniil Hunter in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down.
Morton Anderson on for the field goal. A 46-yard attempt.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead.
An automatic Morton Anderson does it again. Knocks another one through the posts. I have to be careful because it's almost boring. You know, just how accurate he is. So he knocks another one through.
All-time NFL leading scorer. He's known as the... And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Jackson, and the pressure gets to him again. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he's going to be brought down back at his own 6-yard line. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. Jackson from the shotgun. Throw over the middle, secured by Gordon. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. from 6 yards away. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead.
CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the back.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. To try again after the sack. Jackson, he'll let it go deep for Beckham. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson, forced out to his left. He'll try and run it. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. No gain, and it's 2nd down.
Complete to Melvin Gordon. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. At the 22-yard.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And that is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. Jackson will throw again. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Daniil Hunter picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
It's 2nd down and goal.
After the sack on 1st down, Jackson, this is caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Really nice gain on the completion. However, still 3rd and goal that they face now.
3rd and goal.
And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The Hall of Famer's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Caught out left side by Robinson. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
Cowboys, first down.
From the gun, Jackson. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. Glad to have you with us from Minneapolis. Third quarter here, 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jackson. He's going to look deep for his running back, Gordon. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Cowboys. Melvin Gordon. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Cowboys will extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there. That's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. They'll set up the screen to Drake. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone, but sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass, and sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever, and I think that they saw that, and that's why they're
into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
Jackson on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to hit Melvin Gordon there. And it's second down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
On second down now, it's Gordon. There goes Melvin Gordon.
It's sad they
and
pay
take
me.
it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Melvin Gordon, 38 yards. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
Well, 3 scores in this game. I think that deserves some type of a broad gesture. I know in hockey, that's called a hat trick, and people throw their hats out on the ice. What about us? What can we do for this guy?
Well, if I'm his teammates, I'm buying him a little steak dinner tonight, right? At least a skirt steak, probably a filet.
Oh, you're going big. I like that.
Yeah, I mean, skirt at minimum,
skirt
filet
steak,
at
come
maximum.
on. You can't give the guy a skirt steak.
That's
He
true.
scores 3
Filet,
times. There you go.
10 ounce, 16 ounce.
Porterhouse.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Now it's Jackson. Over the middle to Beckham. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
It's worth noting when you talk about Jackson's running ability.
Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
At their own 39-yard line.
Now Jackson on first down. The Rocket with a grab over the middle. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 25 yards that time.
You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards in the same season.
And we see both of those talents on display here today. We just saw another completed pass. And everyone knew coming out of college he could run the ball. But for some reason, we didn't analyze it throwing the way we should have. And I think every time he completes a pass, he says to himself, take that, evaluators. You guys really missed the boat on me.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. Out to the right. He gets it to Lockett. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
To Tyler Lockett. It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
And Jackson throwing once more. And Robinson with a big catch. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third-quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
On first down, Gordon. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. To throw is Jackson on first down. And this one's incomplete. So the incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Operating from the gun. Jackson dancing to his left. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal. Off the bootleg. Jackson under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. Demario Davis coming in for the sack that time. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed, it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
6 brings up 2nd and 4.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson eluding the pressure right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, and it's 3rd and 4.
Too many zeros on the stat sheet thus far. No touchdown passes, no points for his team, but he remains undaunted. Still attempting to get his team on the scoreboard, firing the ball downfield.
And he connects with Ertz. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Williams on the coverage.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him, and after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Now Jackson on 3rd down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Kendall Fuller, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Jackson throwing on 1st down. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And he will be taken down, but a big play there as it comes just as we reach the 2-minute warning. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided.
In your face.
Go. Get hot.
Here's Jackson operating from the gun. Flush to his right. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it.
I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number one, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number two, if you are going to go for two, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys.
Oh, you got to feel it, baby.
And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone. Sealing it with a defensive touchdown. Now to try to add the extra point, the lefty Anderson.
On for the extra point.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Makes the score Cowboys 39. Our home team, nothing.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one. We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Jackson now, going to throw again. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give him credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. You're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And
that's caught inside the 35.
Showtime today, baby.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
So I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Rolling to his right. He's going to let it fly. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds a defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Sets up the screen to Gordon. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. To throw is Jackson on 1st and 10. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a step.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And it's incomplete. It was an exercise in futility anyway. It doesn't affect the final outcome, and this one's over.